Well, go on YouTube. So you know I'm back again with another reaction video, right? Let's jump into this video and I'm gonna chop it back with you guys real quick, right? Let's get to it.
White people didn't invent slavery. In fact, they were the first to end it. Yet somehow, saying this is controversial. Watch what happens when someone says it out loud.
The reason there is no slavery in the world today, I mean, there's a lot of slavery in the world today, but in the parts of the world where there's no slavery, is because the British Empire ended it. That's why there is no slavery. That is... Well, look, the fact that you are uneducated about history doesn't mean it's funny. So let me educate you now. Let me educate you now. I know that the woke narrative and the anti-Western narrative on slavery... Well, you're not practicing free speech very well, are you? You're not practicing free speech very well, are you? The moment I say something you don't like, you're not practicing free speech very well, are you, sir?
Let's be clear. Slavery is evil, but it's an ancient human evil practiced by everyone to everyone. 4 years ago, I went to Ghana. I stood in a slave dungeon where people who looked like me sold people who looked like me to white people. But long before European...
I already know about this history, right? And this is my first time watching this video because someone sent me this video, right? And I wanted to break it down to some of you guys that's very, very slow, especially some of you guys that's pushing at this little agenda, this FBA agenda, this white supremacist, the reason why we are where you are. Because originally, I really started off a video, right? The first reaction video I had was with Tariq Nasheed, right? And I saw the way he had this victim mindset, pointing the finger at the white folks, saying that the reason why they're in the position they are in, right? Talking about the reparation. This is the reason why they came up with this group at the first place. It's all about the money, right? Remember I was telling you guys it's all about the money, right? The reparation. They're trying to get the reparation from these white folks, right? But when we want to go deep, deep down, the Arabs was already selling black folks from day dot. Africans was already selling black folks from... When we actually want to think about it, it was actually Africans that actually started selling black people from day dot, right? So I want you guys to listen to what this guy's got to say, because I feel like he's getting to exactly the type of history that I learned about slavery in general, right? But most of you are not going to agree. You know, most of the other people that I'm talking about, right, are going to be pointing fingers and saying, you're coon. I just need you lot to see the light, see the truth first, before you start having that crazy hate inside yourself, right? So let's get to it.
Began the transatlantic slave trade, there was a trans-Saharan slave trade. For over 1,000 years, brown Arab slavers sold millions of black Africans across the Sahara. Then came the Barbary slave trade. In North Africa, Arab and African raiders captured and sold over 1 million white Christian Europeans. China, Korea, Japan, India. Every one of them practiced slavery. Europeans did take slavery to another scale when they came to Africa. But it's not because they were more evil, it's because they had the technology to commit evil on an industrial scale. So, which major power stopped slavery first? The British, in large part because of pro-human Christian values. The same values America was founded on, the same values that drove...
Please remember that. Britain is a Christian country, you feel what I'm saying to you? And America is also a Christian country, right? Italy is a Catholic country, right? So I need you guys to remember it before you guys start pushing at this hate agenda, you know, and saying, you know, white devil and what, all of this nonsense to bring all this hate in your heart, to manipulate the dumb blacks that don't go out their way to go do research and figure out actually how did that ended up in the United States, especially as a black American. Once upon a time, Africans was part of the slave trade industry. Yeah, Arabs, white folks, everybody participated in this slave trade, right? All you guys out here that's screaming at reparation, I need you lot all to remember all race participated in this action. That's what I'm saying to you. Just need you guys to understand that, because some people don't understand that once upon a time, people that looked just like you were selling people that looks just like you to other people as well. And we're not the only group that went through slavery. White folks went through slavery. Asians went through slavery. Shit. The whole race went through slavery at one point. Just to put that out there to some of you guys that's uneducated about the past, right?
Values that drove white Americans to fight other white Americans to free black Americans in the Civil War. Values missing in places like Libya, where today you can buy a human being for $400. White people aren't better than anyone else, but they're also not worse. Yet, some black people are taught to hate white people, and many white people are taught to hate themselves. We keep pretending evil has a color, as if less melanin means less morality. That lie.
God damn, bro. I love a woke brother, bro. I really appreciate woke brothers, bro. Because I was saying this in one of my old videos. I don't believe in racism. I don't believe in saying, you are racist. I'd rather call you evil than racist at the end of the day. Because evil, you know, it kind of slaps. You know, evil slaps. Way more better than calling someone racist. You call someone racist, right? They're gonna be like, I don't. You call them evil, they're gonna be like, what, evil? Because they'll be thinking, what? So you're basically saying the air I breathe is evil, the way I raise my kids is evil? Because nobody wants to be called evil, trust me. So the fight that we are all fighting is whether you're evil or you're good and bad. There's no gray area within good and bad. It's whether you're at the bad side or you're the good side. So all those people that's having this type of mentality of, we are the first, you know, foundation black Americans. We are not part of the Africans. We want our reparation. Listen, we all know it's part of it's all for the money at the end of the day. But the money's telling you evil. The money's making you feel like you have to divide yourself from other people that looks just like you, which you are becoming the people that you hate. And you guys are raised to hate white folks, which I don't understand. Majority of you guys that's hating and saying white supremacists, majority of you guys probably even work for a white company, bro. Let's keep it a buck. So I love the fact that I do my research to bring it up to you guys to just, you know, shine light on it. Just to let you know that, listen, whether you are an evil individual or you are a good individual, you can't cherry pick and pick both sides. It just is what it is. That's why I be calling majority of you guys the new black KKK. You guys are kind of worse than them, actually.
It makes us ignore history and fuels racial hatred. Right now, much of that hatred is aimed at white people. But why should black or brown people care? Because hatred is a hot coal that we hold in our hand, waiting to throw at another. It burns them, but it burns us too. It turns every problem into white supremacy while defending black degeneracy. And when the pendulum swings back, white people react with hostility, and then they defend white degeneracy. The only way out of this is to stop making morality about the color of people. Because in our capacity for good and evil, we are all equals.
I'm gonna clap for this brother, man. I appreciate you for making this type of content wherever you are. I'm gonna make sure I put his @ in the description below. And I really want the new generation, as in the youth growing up, don't have hate in your heart. Do not listen to this older, washed generation. They're gonna make you turn like people you hate at the end of the day. And another thing about the hate, you shouldn't really hate another person because of the color of the skin. That's just a brokey mindset. You know what I'm saying to you? If you run a business like myself, you understand that money does not discriminate. There's no color in money. I get money from different types of people. White, black, Chinese, Asian, all different types of race. I get support from different types of people. You know what I'm saying to you? Because at the end of the day, people are going to gravitate to you if you are a genuine person and you are real. You know, these guys out here that be using the word coon, teva, they are one of the worst individuals right now in 2025. they're just crazy. You know what I'm saying to you? You're going to probably see them in my comment section. They're going to be talking the most, and you're going to understand that they're just all evil at the end of the day, right? They all operate through low frequency. You know what I'm saying to you? So they're never going to see the light until they remove that hate away from them. And they be out here saying they want reparation, you know, they be blaming it on white supremacists, but really and truly, the only person that's holding them back is themselves. You feel me? Anyway, guys, if you like content like this, make sure you subscribe to me. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next video. Make sure you stay blessed. Look after yourself, man. Peace. Bow.